It's not possible for us to become meek and humble, to conform ourselves to Christ, to be other Christ in the world without allowing him to teach us. Hey y'all, today is Thursday in the 15th week of Ordinary Time, and it is one of my all-time favorite Gospels. It's so short, I'm going to read it to you and share a little bit about my experience with it and how much fruit it's borne for me personally. Jesus said, "Come to me, all you who labor and are burdened, and I will give you rest. Take my yoke upon you and learn from me, for I am meek and humble of heart, and you will find rest for yourselves. For my yoke is easy and my burden light." During the Eucharistic prayer, when the priest elevates the host, privately, I've always had this devotion where I say in the silence of my heart, "O Jesus, meek and humble of heart, make my heart like unto thine." Being meek, which we'll talk about in a second, and being humble is not natural to us. It's not natural to our fallen nature at all, to turn the other cheek, to take the lowest seat at the table. This goes against all of our selfishness and neediness and clinginess and issues that we have, this laundry list, all of us. Our very sinful nature is very resistant to taking a back seat in any aspect, in any different aspect of our lives. It's not possible for us to become meek and humble, to conform ourselves to Christ, to be other Christ in the world without allowing him to teach us. He's got to be the one that teaches us. He's got to be the one that shows us. And that is done in the simplest way, in the most perfect way, just as he intended, through the unfailing intercession of Our Lady of the Most Holy Trinity. She's been given this tremendous power to take even our most difficult or impossible seeming burdens and make them sweet, to make this load much lighter for us. That doesn't mean being a Christian will make everything kind of disappear and we win the lottery and everything is great and fine all the time and we have no worries anymore. But bearing these sorrows, bearing the burdens of life becomes much sweeter. I've seen people lose someone very close to them before who had no faith, and it was apocalyptic for them. Their whole world seemed over. All their joy, all their hope, everything that they had seemed lost, and it was very sad to watch. Well, in similar circumstances, I've seen someone with a tremendous amount of faith lose their child in a very tragic way. And the way that don't get me wrong, of course there's sorrow, right? Of course there's a tremendous amount of sorrow and longing and sadness. Those are all perfectly fine and normal, acceptable human emotions, but the way with which we deal with the sorrows and tragedies of life, if we do it through the intercession of Our Lady of the Most Holy Trinity, if we ask Christ to be our teacher, if we ask him to conform us to him, and we seek to do that in all that we have by practicing turning the other cheek when we're struck on the first, is exactly how we take these tremendous disappointments and sorrows of life and make them sweeter to bear. They don't disappear, but they become light, and we are able to rest. God bless you.